Hello and welcome back to Bookmark Chronicles. Today I'm doing the Winter Essentials book tag. Robin tagged me in this quite some time ago, and by the time she tagged me I felt like it was a little too late to do it because it wasn't really winter anymore, or it was like on the verge of being spring. But I decided to save it for all of my end of the year stuff, so now that I'm getting into that, I finally decided to do it. I will leave a link to Robin's video in the description, as well as the video from the original creator, Taylor Reads. So if I'm looking off to the side, it's because I have the questions pulled up on my laptop. The first question is Crackling Fire. Who is your favorite cold character that warmed up towards the end? For this, I'm gonna have to go with, what's his name? For this, I'm gonna have to go with Jay from The Trouble with Hating You. I hated Jay in the beginning. I absolutely did not want them together, but he definitely redeems himself toward the end and really comes to the defense of the main character, and I really appreciated him for that, so there we go. The next question is Snowflakes. What is a book full of unique characters? So I know that a lot of people on Booktubers split about this, but I don't care. I love it. Six of Crows by Leigh Bardugo. This is the only book that I really care about in the entire Grishaverse, but I just love the characters in this book. Well, minus one. And if you've read it, well, anyway. I really love Six of Crows. I really love this band of misfits, and this is probably the only book like that that I have read, so maybe I need to look more into that trope. If you have more recommendations for books with like an unlikely group of friends, definitely let me know, especially if it's like a huge found family vibe, because I realize in my YA recommendation videos I really love that shit, so let me know. Next is Gingerbread Family. Which fictional family would you want to be a part of? Are we surprised? Of course we aren't. Ray Bear. I love the council siblings. I love the connection that they all form with each other, especially in the sequel, Redemptor. Even more great relationships are founded, and found family is like the foundation of this entire empire, so really love it. If you have not read this, highly recommend. I'm never going to stop talking about this book, so get used to it. I do have a full review of this and Redemptor on my channel if you want more of my thoughts, but you need to read this. It's so fucking good. If you haven't read it, what's stopping you? Okay, the next one is Blizzard. What is a book that had you confused the entire time? It pains me to say this, but I have to go with Empire of Gold by S.A. Chakraborty. This is the third book in the David Bud trilogy. That book is 766 pages of pure confusion. So there's that. I will be doing a book review for that. I've done one for City of Brass and Kingdom of Copper already. Likely a drunk book review because I have a lot of shit to say, and it's not great. It really hurts me to say that, but I did not enjoy Empire of Gold at all. Next is Gift Giving. What was the last book that was gifted to you? I think I have two for this, if I remember. I think these were the most recent ones. I think so. Robin sent me The Trouble with Hating You, which I ended up giving 4 stars, and The Couple Next Door, which I really fucking loved. I gave it 4.75 stars. There was just one little thing that I didn't like, but this was a fun ass time. If you like really twisty, turny mystery and thrillers, read this shit, because it's a fucking mess. It's a hot mess. It's like a Lifetime movie, and Lifetime movies are pretty much trash, but like in the best possible way. So thank you, Robin. Robin also got me You. I don't know if that was the same. Robin was the last person to give me something. That's all I know. I don't remember when these came in. I just remember opening them and being like, ooh, what's that? But yeah, thanks. The next one is Snowball. What is the biggest book you've ever read? So I don't typically read a lot of books that are like more than 500 pages. I don't know, I just don't, because I used to read mostly like literary fiction, and then recently I've been reading a lot of romance. And even my fantasies that I've read recently haven't been super long. So I think the longest one that I've read, at least that I can remember, is actually Empire of Gold by S.A. Chakraborty. Like I said, it's like 766 pages, and I think that's longer than Upon a Burning Throne, which is like 600 something. But I haven't read that yet anyway. But yeah, I guess it'll be Empire of Gold. Wrapping paper. What is your most beat up book? I don't have any, I don't think. I mean, I have an old copy of Pride and Prejudice, but it's not really beat up, but it is probably like the most worn out book. Yeah, probably Pride and Prejudice, which is up there somewhere, so I'm not gonna get it. But yeah, I don't really have like beat up books. I don't have any books from my childhood still. That would probably have made this a little easier, but I don't know what the hell happened to them. I moved around so a lot, like they're probably in storage somewhere. But yeah, for now, I'll just say Pride and Prejudice. Next is Christmas Lights. What is a book that you own that has many colors on the cover? I think for this one, I have to go back to Raybear. That's probably the most colorful one that I have. Redemptor is also pretty colorful, and she has like little things floating around her head that actually look like Christmas lights. But other than that, I don't really have a lot of colorful stuff. Ice Skating. What is a book that had a plot that was all over the place? How many times can I use Empire of Gold? I feel like there was something that I read within the past couple of years and I was like, this doesn't make a lot of sense because everything's all over the place, but I can't remember what it is. I likely got rid of it. Yeah, I can't think of anything other than that. Actually, I take that back. King of Scars by Leigh Bardugo. It was going well at first and then shit just got fucking weird. Like halfway through, something like ridiculously unexpected but not in a good way happened, and then the ending was shit. Yeah, that's my answer. King of Scars. Christmas Tree. Who is your favorite character of all time? Yes, you can only choose one. I disagree with that. First and foremost, I do what I want. But if I had to choose my favorite character of all time, Elizabeth Bennet from Pride and Prejudice has been one of my favorite characters for a very long time. In addition to that, I would say Tarsai, but she pissed me off in Redemptor, so I'm not gonna go with her, surprisingly. Might have to go with Wu Zetian from Iron Widow. In between the two of them, I would definitely go with Zetian because she is a fucking badass. For now, I think she's my favorite character. Yeah, we'll go with that. The Star. What is a book that you look forward to rereading each year? I actually don't reread every year. Occasionally I will. Either it comes up because like something is coming up, like maybe a sequel is being released and it's been a while or I don't really remember, or I'm doing a buddy read. But I don't typically reread more than twice. And if I were going to reread something more than 2 times, it would definitely be House Moving Castle by Diana Wynne Jones. I talked about this a few times. It's my favorite. It's a middle grade fantasy that is very comforting. It's one of my comfort reads. I don't know. It's a good story. I love it. So if I were going to reread something, it would definitely be this. All right, and the last one is Snowball Fight. Tag 5 people. I'll tag Veronica from Veronica's Bookshelf. Jashana. Yeah, that's it. I don't know. I can't think. I'm too tired. Anywho, those are all of my answers for the Winter Essentials book tag. Thank you, Robin, for tagging me. Anyone else who watches this and wants to do it, feel free. Consider yourself tagged. Otherwise, that's all I have for you today, and I'll see you in the next video.